Ramsey, you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Hey, it's John Deloney, co-host of The Ramsey Show. Did you know over 18 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week? A lot of those people listen on one of our 600-plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, go to RamseySolutions.com/show.
Alrighty, Ramsey Show over. And after show begins. Type my links in the chat here and we will get going. What up, Ghost? Okay, while I'm typing this stuff in, you guys can listen to the Rachel Cruz song. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. For good advice that you learned in her youth. Talk about friendly to shows up how to be millionaire. Know yourself, know your money, love your life, not theirs. I guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. What up, Spring? Guess that's what we all love, Rachel Cruz. Okay. All right. So if you missed yesterday's after show, that was take 5 on that. Screwed it up the first 4 times, but that was the debut of the Rachel Cruz song. Oh, speaking of that, let's see if no, one of the mods from the Dave Ramsey subreddit did not reply to me asking if I could post that in the Dave Ramsey subreddit there. They normally don't allow any promotion, but they did let me put the Baby Steps song and the John Deloney song in. They did let me post that in there. All right. I don't have the best voice. Mine's kind of nasally, Ghost. Yeah, so how we normally start the show is with the Baby Step song, so you can sing along. You might know the music for this. Let's see, where do I have that? On the screen, okay. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. The 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. That was OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You could email me about anything, including singing the baby step song. I have yet to hear anybody else besides myself sing it, so I would love to hear somebody else sing it, especially a female. But you know, bros would be fine as well. And you can email me at coachstevemoney@gmail.com. Not only about that, but about anything, about financial coaching, about anything money related, about anything else on my channel, which includes video gaming, computer stuff, technical stuff, Oak Island, anything that's on your mind. Basically, I don't mind chatting with you about for a few seconds anyway. You can reach me on Instagram, add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so that I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty, speaking of that, yeah, thanks for the IO there. Ghost. Steve is, I'm going to say from Ohio. I mean, if you count living here for like 25 years, yes, but born in Germany. Ghost asks, knows it's a bit sacrilegious, but your opinion of YNAB, the software itself. I have not used that one. I don't like every dollar either, though. I like a spreadsheet because I can customize it for budgeting. So that's what I use. Yeah. So can't remember the details of my life and where I've lived, Sid, or the details of YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. Some people have said they liked it. So I don't know. I've not tried that one, but I did not enjoy every dollar. Let's see. Yeah, as I said, born in Germany, and just a few short months later, I was on a plane bound for North Carolina, where I lived a few years with my grandma, and then to Virginia after that, and eventually over here. That's right, AJ. AJ remembers. See, that's how I know AJ loves me, because he remembers details about my life. That's right. I was prematurely born, and my mother took me out of the incubator early because she wanted to take me home from the hospital. She wanted me to be at home with her. And so any issues that you might have with me, you can just blame on her. So there you go. Alrighty. What are we doing now? Oh, let's see. So talk about that. Spring altered every dollar, a lot to make it work for her. And she doesn't use it on a new fancy phone. Don't like the mobile interface, right? Right, that is the one good thing about those is you can just access them via website. You don't have to do it on a phone and look at a small screen. But that's also why I like Google Sheets budget as well, because I can access it from any computer in the entire world. All right, let's see, what else do we have to... we got our 393 subscribers back. We lost a few in the past 3 or 4 days or something like that. But we got them back. So that's good. And as far as getting money from YouTube, as I was explaining to somebody earlier in the Ramsey Show chat, before you can get 1 cent from YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched within a year. And I've already gotten that, but as you can see, the 1,000 subscribers is going to take some doing. So, and even after that, I don't know if it's changed or if it's different for different content or whatever, but a channel I used to watch called Explore With Us. It was a dad that would take his daughters out exploring, like abandoned places and stuff. Anyway, they showed one of their videos one time and what they got paid for it, and it worked out to 1.5 cents per watched hour. So for 4,000 hours, I think that's $35 or something like that. So yeah, so you got to get a bunch of hours watched in order to make money. So it's not really a money making thing. I do it because I enjoy it. Gives me an excuse to sing, and people watch what I'm doing. And a lot of the stuff, as far as like the video gaming that I do on it, I would be playing those games anyway. So, why not stream them as well? All right, what else do we have to do here? We have to talk a little bit about the Ramsey Show today. Why not? Today's hosts were Dave Ramsey himself on a brand new show. Don't know about tomorrow. I mean, since they've added a whole bunch of other personalities, we haven't had that many replay Fridays. But you never know. But I wouldn't expect to see Dave tomorrow. But anyway, Dave was the host today in the big chair. And his co-host was friend of the Aftershow, author of Redefining Anxiety, author of, what's that called? I don't remember his card set. I can't remember. Check the website. Alright, let's go. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see. but his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then whirls his pet, and he sees the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the class of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Coke Zero Sugar today? Oh, I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and talent has to face, they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the class of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. All right. Yes, that's correct, Christy. Right. It is at least on a leave of absence, as she pursues the seminary full time. And she did it, I want to say days after I never, did I ever write it down? I can't remember if I ever wrote it down, but it was to the tune of Private Eyes by Hall & Oates, and it was Christy Wright, she's helping you with all your business moves, and that's basically all I had for that. But then she bounced baby out the door. Alrighty, and this is the part where we go market report. Alrighty. As you can see, the NASDAQ up big time. So all of a sudden, for no discernible reason, the market just decided, oh, well, maybe this is too low. Maybe we should buy, and then went bloosh. And so the NASDAQ up 3.34% today, which means yours truly almost certainly will be winning fantasy mutual funds for the day. The Russell Small Cap Index up the next most at 2.67. S&P 500 1.5% up from yesterday, and Dow Jones a little bit up. They stayed down more of the day. And I don't know exactly why that would be, unless there would be other, the type of stocks that are in that index being more volatile due to possible war or,
whatever they think's going on there. Which, let's see what they do think's going on there. Sometimes they put out stories on here. I have to say stories in the Ramsey Show chat because you cannot put article in there. Or you can't put article, as in read this article, bro. I guess they didn't want you to say that, but you can say articles. But, so they put out an article to explain what happened in the market, and so the stock stage match would come back despite Russia invasion of Ukraine. Okay. And so what I'm thinking here is I looked at that for a second and I thought Vladimir Putin wrote the article, but no, that's Alexandra Semenova. And that's Black Widow's sister, right? I'm kidding. Since they all of a sudden decided that it doesn't matter if Russia's invading Ukraine, why did it matter before? So I never understand these things. You know, I mean, a lot of the market is that, you know, traders think it's going to do something, and so they react ahead of time to that, and their reaction makes what they were feared were happening. That makes it happen. So anyway, so I don't think we're going to have a President Joe Biden gave a speech today. That was much earlier in the day before it started really going up well. So I don't think that had anything to do with it, but who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, they put, we did do more sanctions against Russia. So that is that. Spring riding, that would be the Price is Right. That is the winning sound, as opposed to the losing horn, which is do 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 do. Yeah, that's Price is Right. Spring. And I'm sure a lot of the kids don't have no idea what that is. Uh-oh. All right, do we want to do, yeah, I guess I will. Okay, and I will not block the entire site. I'm just going to block this one page. I've add block plus, and there we go. So this one page will show up, and it says why, in addition to that ad, why some tax refunds fall short of what some families expect. Let's find out. This is from the state up north, Detroit. Free press. Two odd things seems to be tripping up taxpayers when it comes to child tax credit. One, many parents don't realize that they must file a 2021 federal income tax return to claim any remaining tax credit that they're still owed. That would be one thing. And two, many aren't remember the money they got last year or don't realize that the advance payments, which is what they received for 6 months in 2021, go against what they might qualify for when filing a 2021 tax return. I thought this might be at least part of the reason why they weren't getting as much as they expected, but it might be the whole thing. The child tax credit money. Yeah, they decided with the Pandy or something like that, they decided we'll go ahead and give out that money ahead of time, I guess, because some people weren't working, etc., etc. And so they want to take care of the babies, I guess, by getting that child tax credit money out there. Yeah, that looks like all of it is it. Yeah. Alrighty. That wasn't worth unblocking him for. Alright, this from Yahoo Life. Yahoo.com/lifestyle. How much do fast food workers hate when you customize your order? According to Reddit, a McDonald's customer recently got more than they bargained for, now more than they expected, when asking for extra pickles on their sandwich. The crew at this McDonald's, taking this request to heart, added 25 pickle slices to a single burger. I would be down with that. I would be fine with that, dog. In the drive-through lane, we all want to have it our way, but is there a limit to how much we can ask fast food workers to customize our order? After all, in the middle of the lunch rush, when there's a line of cars around the corner, might not be the ideal time to explain to the employee that they forgot to remove the tomato on your burger. On the other hand, these workers have seen everything, so your strangest request, can you remove the burger patty from my plain cheeseburger? Probably not, because the cheese would be stuck to the patty and the bun, probably. What did they think about special orders? Adam Eyes. Is that his real name, really? I guess in today's world, I guess it could be. Or he could legally change that, or that's just what he identifies as. Or she. A former McDonald's worker said the chain is super flexible when it comes to order customization. Eyes calls some wild orders, including McDoubles with 4 beef patties, Big Macs with nothing but mayo, and chicken McNuggets as a substitute for the chicken in a McChicken sandwich. Considering McDonald's recent promotion of secret menu hacks, it's not surprising that the fast food giant wouldn't shy away from fulfilling outrageous requests. All right. Well, I mean, it's, you got to be there anyway. So, I mean, it's, you certainly feel like I've worked in places like that where it's a rush before, and you certainly feel like it, but you have to be there X amount of time anyway. So it doesn't, it really doesn't matter if you're, have to work fast during a little bit of it and then slow, or if you're busy the whole time, really busy, it goes by faster. Let's see. Spring says one of her uncles was on The Price is Right. And those are grandmother's favorite shows. She used to watch she liked to watch Bob Barker. That was the host of that show. And that was a while back, kids. You might be able to find that on your Wikipedia. Let's see. This from CNBC. Oh, stock features fall after a stunning comeback. Let's check that out. Stock features fall after a stunning comeback as investors assess geopolitical tensions. Let's see. Do they have they don't have a nice they don't have a nice. We'll look at the after hours here. S&P after hours, and that would be, where do I usually go for this? CNN. Yeah, money.cnn. Data after hours, and I'm gonna say false to this then, because what time did they write that? Oh, I already changed it. I already changed the page. Okay, I'll go back and check that. I'll just hit the back button and check that in a second. But as you can see, this is the futures. So this is the after hours trading. S&P up another %. NASDAQ up. Or is this? Oh, data. 2.73. Is that what it? Yeah. Oh, it was up 3.34. Okay, so up another 2. Up another 2.73%. As of 6/17. So, and Dow just about even, 0.08%. That's $27 out of 33,000 and something. So yeah, so they wrote that article too early, apparently. Well, I guess 4 o'clock. I guess the after hours trading started at 4, so I guess they didn't know what was going on. Can we take a look and see what that looked like after hours? Yeah, right there I think is 4 o'clock, and then no, it's not. That's not a good one. We'll go and look and see what time that was. 6:04 Eastern time. They should have known by then. They should have. That was published at 6:04 Eastern time. It was already up, so, and updated 18 minutes ago. So what did they do? Put at the end. Oh, they put at the end of the article. Oh, never mind. Down at the bottom of it after you read all the other stuff. Let's see. What do we want to check? Oh, we want to check the S&P. Wait a second. Where do I get the after hours? Let's see, S&P after hours graphic. A graph. That's weird. It's normally it's on here after it closes at 4, and then it shows the rest in gray. What happens after 4 p.m. But apparently they don't want to do that today. All right. So where were we there? And so that's not a thing. Let's see. Gold prices are popping as Russia invades Ukraine. Why you may want to resist the rush? Well, the one reason could be if you were trying to follow Dave Ramsey's advice. One of his advices is no metals. Gold is a metal, so you would not invest in that. Okay. So, but the key points of this article are the specter of war in Ukraine is spooking investors, and some are turning to gold. Gold prices are up over 6% in 2022, and the S&P 500 stock index is down 13%, right? But in the past 5 years, S&P 500 is more. It may be prudent for investors to resist selling out of stocks in favor of gold out of fear, right? You don't want to make your investing decisions based on fear. Almost any decision based on fear leads to the dark side, as we learned from every single Star Wars movie and show from the beginning of time. Let's see. Geopolitical conflict will have a negative short-term effect on stocks, but long-term forecasts largely remain favorable for investors, right? And gold tends to be too volatile, as well as single stocks. All right. This from CNBC as well. Disney Plus and HBO Max show streaming strength against Netflix. Disney Plus gained 11.7 million subscribers last quarter, outpacing all streaming services. Netflix added 8.3 million new subscribers, but shares fell when it forecast just 2.5 new ads for the first quarter of 2022. Paramount Global revealed detailed statistics around its streaming services for the first time, a sign the company is gaining confidence in its products. All right, and Disney's what series is starting in March? Not a Star Wars one. It's a Marvel one. It's a Moon Knight is starting in March. And as far as past that, I do know that Stranger Things on Netflix is May 21st. Obi-Wan Kenobi is May 25th on Disney Plus. May 25th is the 45th anniversary of the first Star Wars movie that came out, which is Episode 4. And also, I don't know that they set an actual date yet, but it's probably sometime in summer for Umbrella Academy on the Netflix. Let's see. Ghost has a story. It's a long story, so hopefully it's a good one. This one time at Subway, this guy likes onions and wanted extra onions. The manager was training a new employee at the time, was okay with the crust, but mistook how much my friend wanted. Two more onions later, he took a fistful and threw it on the sandwich. My friend have a manly what? And said that's good. A manly nod and said that's good and went on with the order. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound like overly onion. I like some onions myself. Alrighty, this from CNN Business. Mortgage rates take a break, falling for the first time in weeks. So do they have a fun little... No, they do not. So we got to read it. Let's see. Close to 4, average 3.89 for the 30-year fixed. Boom, 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 boom. I like it much better when it just has the thing where it's okay, 3.9 interest rate on a 30-year fixed with a 10% down payment translates to monthly payments of $15.92. I'm not seeing where it shows that though. Says it fell, but it didn't say so in the article. Alrighty, reached article limit. But anyway, this from Market Watch, and probably we just needed the headline anyway. Russia's attack on Ukraine. Now is not a time to be buying the dip in stocks. Cautions Wells Fargo strategist. That word probably is. And of course it's not. If you're following the Ramsey advice, it would not be stocks at all. You would be in mutual funds to be more diversified. CNBC again. Wall Street set to sink after, this was from earlier. This was from, oh, it's updated at 8:28 a.m. So this is old news. So don't need that. And a story we've been following here on the after show. This is from Ars Technica. USPS sticks with decision to buy inefficient 8.6 miles per gallon trucks. And that sounds like a opinion, a biased headline there as far as inefficient 8.6 miles per gallon. If you're going on what they do on gas, and you're not considering the amount of money it costs to buy the electric vehicle to replace that, instead it's more cost effective for the USPS. The gentleman that is running the USPS decided that it was much less money to buy, they decided to go with 90% gas vehicles and 10% electric vehicles, and plan to add more electric vehicles in the future as they can afford it. And so USPS rejected all criticism from the EPA and White House. That's right, because their instructions, their mandate for their job is to keep the USPS solvent, not spend and go into debt or more debt. I don't know what their balance sheet is over there at the USPS, but they are not mandated to do what the EPA or White House says, no matter how much it costs. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. And in the Reddit, let's see. I found the internet. Cool. So the mod there still hasn't gotten back to me. Maybe she's having an issue. I'll send a request to just any mod. Oops, I needed that. Time is at 6:41. We got some time for some Reddit questions from the day, Ramsey. Subreddit, which again is not run by Ramsey Solutions. It's run by fans, and so they do allow you to give your opinion on if you think the baby steps are wrong, etc., etc. If you would run your company different than Dave Ramsey would, etc., etc. They just ask that you keep it civil and be respectful to each other. Alrighty, so this is from Child of Great I Am. Or Grecium. It's probably Great I Am. Where do I begin? What would Dave do? Flair here. I let my mother-in-law convince me into selling my 2013 Mazda 3 for $3,000, and I Only had 8,000 left on my loan. Been a stay-at-home mom with her first child, 3 months, and my husband brings home 32K. We currently now do not have a car at all. No cars at all. And borrowing mother-in-law's car till we figure out what we can do. If I had known how atrocious the car market was right now, I would have just got all the repairs my cars needed, which would have been around 3K. Meanwhile, we want to finance a tiny home to put on some property. Our family has once, some property our family has once our apartment lease is up in June, but I don't know how we can afford both. As far as a new car, you mean? We're getting a 6K tax refund and I only have 7K. Also, my husband does not know how to save or budget and is currently not sold on anything, Dave Ramsey. Well, it's going to be difficult for you to do anything. Ask my friend Matty Bags. I manage the household finances, though, so it gives me some freedom to work around that, thankfully. And so, does that sound like the kind of relationship you want to be in? And then some people think I'm weird when I say bring up Dave Ramsey on the first date. Because then you'll know. Then you'll know if you want to get involved. And then if you want to get involved with somebody that does not know how to save or budget and currently not sold on anything, Dave Ramsey, then maybe you don't marry them. So if you don't talk about money until after you get married, then you're already married. Anyway, what advice do you have for the situation? They added some info. Pay about 2K a month in rent, credit card bills, and utilities. He brings up. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. The spending issue though, and then it will get paid $1,300. It will be the exact amount we need for upcoming bills in a few days, and he will spend $300 of them random things and getting coworker stuff while he's on lunch. He doesn't like asking for the money back. I've asked him to multiple. That's great. Yeah, you can't really do this. Let's see. People, I decided to just ask my husband last night what we should do financially, and he admitted to spending money not the best and wanted to track every expense to the penalty. Great. He also said the best way to do this was us having a joint account, so we will be setting up with a local credit union ASAP. Excellent. Bigger shovel, right? Okay. Manager just brought it to their attention, and they said they need to do what it takes to retain my husband and make him whole. Excellent. He's been underpaid way too long. Things are okay. Well, that's great. That really turned around. So good. Good. She knows what she needs to do. The problem was just she wanted to work around her husband. You can't do that. You're not going to get anywhere. All right, that's from Lord of the Plants. Extra sequel to Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings would have been funnier. Let's see, extra cash towards debt or upcoming bills. You always put any extra cash towards whatever baby step you're on. So that would mean that extra cash goes extra on the debt because you're on baby step 2. I should start by saying my partner and I are Dave-ish. All right. Again, the first year with 5K we already had in our emergency fund. Yeah. Okay, so they're way too Dave-ish. But the short answer to this is extra cash. Any extra money you have at any time always goes to whatever baby step you're on. Time is alrighty. Just to show you what this could be. So this is the non-baby steps / Dave and Company discussion thread. So let's see what kind of junk is in here. This is based, did Dave Ramsey that don't revolve around the baby steps themselves. Keep it civil and be respectful to each other. After years and years, I finally came around the idea of not missing employer 401k match. I understand why people choose to ignore Dave's 401k. I still understand Dave. Part of it is the idea that if you loosen up on this rule, you'll loosen up on other things. Exactly. There is zero logic of missing out on false. Dave Ramsey's logic is if you pay off debt quickly, you can catch up with larger 401k contributions. Yeah, it's because the market return on investment is not guaranteed. Your debt is guaranteed by you having to pay it back. So, and I'm sure this kind of discussion happens in here all the time because somebody thinks like, they don't look for other discussions of it. They think they're the first person to think of it. But yeah, so, and that one was pretty civil. I have seen some where they start name calling and stuff. All right, budget question from Boyd4715. How to deal with annual subscriptions. If you're on baby step 2, you cancel them. Let's see. For example, Amazon Prime. Oh, I think I actually answered this one yesterday. Yeah, do you divide the description by 12, budget it monthly, putting that amount in an envelope or sinking fund to be your... Yeah, you can do that, or you can just put the whole amount as one monthly expense the month that it's due. So, and that's what I would do. Like Amazon Prime is, what, $79 or something like that. So you would just put that in whatever month it's due, you would just put that whole thing in there. Or you can, whatever you need to do to make your life better. Let's see. So we did all these. We did Churchill. Rollover IRA to Roth IRA tax question. We did that one too. Where to park savings for 1 year. 1 year is not enough time to put it in the market, so you're limited to high yield savings account / money market, which is going to be about 0.5%. Yeah, I did that one. Yeah, I was just saying because it was a quick answer there, Sid. See, you would be a good. That's why you would be a good co-host. You would keep it moving. You would keep it moving. I just stopped because it was a. Right. Yeah. I knew that one too. And I forget you're 20. And if you were a co-host, you wouldn't be 20 seconds behind me either. You would be right there with me, dog. Rental properties. Did that one. Ethical eating. We did that one. Weird budget question. What would Dave do? So I got paid January 27th, February 10th, and we'll be paid February 24th. That is every 2 weeks. Okay. I get paid like that too. Am I right for counting January 27th check as a part? A part is 2 words, not one there. Of February's budget, considering I only had it for 4 days in January. This happens a lot. For example, right. So you count it as part of the month you receive it in. And so, but like this brings up where you would like not have enough money to pay the rent maybe on just the January 27th check. That means you have to have saved some. That means you have to have, some people call that a buffer. You would have to have saved some from the January 13th check as well. So, it just about whatever you need to do to be able to keep track of it is what you should put it in. But normally that's going to mean putting it in the part of the month, the actual month that you receive it in, not in advance. Because it's definitely a check you get in February definitely is not going to pay anything in January or it'd be late. So, and a check you get in, so you can't go backwards, but you can certainly go forwards. And that means you just have extra money in your checking account. Zero based budget does not mean you pay all your bills and then you have $0 in your checking account. You may have some in your checking account that's accounted for on the next, bill, whatever next bill you get. But yeah, you don't take your checking account to zero. Hardly ever would you ever do that. Ever, ever, ever. So yeah, you gotta, and a lot of people do make that mistake. Apparently, they think you do have to, and that's unfortunate because that also means they could be sending too much debt. Because if they have extra money in the account and they say, oh well, we have this extra money, let's send all that to debt and take the account down to zero, but then you don't have enough because you can't pay your mortgage or rent on just one check, so you have to have a buffer kind of thing in there, and so that should be addressed more in budget talks. Oh. All right. Bought a car with, I think we did, I don't remember doing that one before. That weird budget question. Maybe I just skipped over it, but I remember doing that one. The quotes. Yep, they will call you a lot. We did that one. Regarding buying a home, what to do with 60,000, HR undercutting themselves. HR undercutting themselves. Yeah, I mean, you on this is one of the things that a lot of people in the Ramsey chat were doing today. It's like, what are you gonna do about, you personally, what are you gonna do about Russia invading the Ukraine? You're not gonna do anything. You need to take care of your situation, and not make decisions based on fear, etc., etc. Turn off the news. Take care of your house. You can't stop. You can't, go over to Ukraine and put yourself between, Ukraine and a tank. You can't do that. So, being upset about it in a chat, it's not going to do, not going to do anything. So, and then you personally probably aren't going to change the way HR does things. You just have to react to it and decide whether you want to work there or not. All right, let's see. First_life. Don't think I did this one. Finally debt free from car, student loans, debt, credit card debt, debt free. All right, excellent. Hell of a ride, but now I know how serious taking on debt is. Good. Don't do that anymore. Yep, ramp up credit card spending. That had stopped somewhat in the pandy. Not stopped somewhat. That's the wrong words. I should say it went down a little bit in the pandy. And now it's coming back. Making a good old comeback. Let's see. Ray Fusion. I think I read that one. That one beat her car. Looking for a new car. Spousal IRA. We did that one. Let's just spin for a second and get one more good one, and then we'll call it a show. Just a big thank you. Sell off car. Yeah, we did all these too. Good thing I'm not doing this anymore on Monday nights, because Dave's advice on medical school is the same as any other thing. He doesn't change it because it's medical school. You go through it debt free, and it doesn't matter which medical school you graduate from. Do you follow all of Dave's advice? Some people do, some people don't. All this is, well, maybe we'll save some for tomorrow. I'll figure out how to go back further. What would Dave say? Read baby step 5. Recommend that grandparents who have more money than they need to live out their retirement use 2529s with themselves as the account holder and the grandchild as a beneficiary. You can do that. Debt free now for pre-baby step 6. That means 4 and 5, dog. Oh, that's right. This is the one where they transferred it to a high yield savings account to cover $49K so that they can make, let's check out the, I can't remember if I calculated it when we talked about it before. 49K times, what is it, 0.015, or no, that's right, that was the YouTube money is 0.015. 49,000 times 0.5%, which is 0.005, right? Yeah. And so that's $245. So you're gonna not pay off your student loan to make $245. Why if you're going to chase $245, why follow Dave Ramsey at all? But as I recall, looking at all these things, this is my favorite one. I think this is my favorite one. This person he thinks, like, because he didn't actually pay it off, so he's still in baby step 2, but he thinks he did all of the baby steps all at the same time, except for he says pre-baby step 6, so he's not paying because they don't own any property, but he took care of all the other baby steps at the same time. So, and you can't do that. All right. So instead, we'll just save one. I'll look ahead of time tomorrow in case we need some. Might be a big news day. You never know. In case we need some questions, I will look ahead to see what date we need to go to find stuff I didn't talk about before. Alrighty, what is tonight? Thursday. Am I going to play any Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons? It's not. The game's not free anymore. It was free up until 11 a.m. this morning. There's a different game that's free now. I think it was one I wasn't interested in, but absolutely check it out. Epic Games. And let's check to see if we got one more. We got one more subscriber. Yay! Where is it? All right. So let's see. I might play. I'll probably either tonight or tomorrow, maybe both. I might play some more of that game or a different game even. But Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming. Every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Whether Ramsey Show is a replay or not, I will be live afterwards with this show, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Tech Support with Coach D Money. I have 25 plus experience, 25 plus years experience in PC repair. And so I answer questions from the tech support subreddit based on that experience, same as I just did on the Dave Ramsey subreddit based on Ramsey Coach Training. Wednesday, no set time, Curse of Oak Island recap. There was no Curse of Oak Island or Beyond Oak Island this week, so there were no cap recaps, but those will return next week. There are 2 new episodes on one of each on Tuesday, March 1st. President Lincoln took over the History Channel this week with a multi-night miniseries. And of course, if Bella gets in touch with me and says she has time to play video games, we will play a co-op game of some sort. And that's called Father-Daughter Video Gaming. Go over my what's it called? Plugs. Schedule free consultation, and these plugs are at the top of the chat and in the video description, and also right here on my YouTube banner. You can click schedule free consultation, then you click on financial coaching consultation. Then you can, if you can't do it in February, you change the month, whatever month you want. You pick a date, you pick the time, and Calendly will email me that, and I will email you back and let you know what information I need ahead of time to accurately assess you. And we will get that done. The P right here is for PayPal. That's paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. And that's for donations. As we talked about before, that number right there has to be 1,000 for me to get any money from YouTube. And it just depends on how many hours of stuff people are watching. Once that happens, as I said 3 years ago, on at least for this one video that this channel talked about, they made 1.5 cents per hour watched. So it has to be a lot, basically, for you to have a good night there, Spring. It has to be a lot for you to be able to make a living doing it, definitely. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Email is coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and absolutely email me if you would like to sing the Baby Step song. I can send you the lyrics. I could send you the same music track that I use, and you can pre-record it and send it to me, or you can do it live. We have the technology to make that happen. And I would love to hear somebody else sing it. Maybe if Sid co-hosts with me ever, she will sing it. Or maybe we'll do a nice collab, as the kids say. And that would be fun, wouldn't it, Sid? Alrighty. Make smart financial decisions every day. Doesn't look like Sid wants to sing. That's all right. I'll do it. Okay. Have a good night.